All right, guys, welcome back. Going into the second hour here of Roleplay the West. March is week 20. Let's fight some birds.
All right, so each of you is going to have to select your token and then click the initiative button in the top center of your character sheet. When you do that, you'll go show up in the turn order automatically.
Sure. I'll just reveal everyone's character class. Fuck it. Doo-doo-doo. All right. Fuck. Did you have the turn order up? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it's up.
I see it.
Ira, Freki, Poe, and Gustav. Not bad. And then... Well, look at that. So let's see. Great. So that was a 12 and a 13. And I will put that in descending order. Fantastic. Okay, Freki, you get to go act first. You're the one who notices immediately that these birds are feeling aggressive. What would you like to do?
I'm going to lick my lips and begin casting Armor of Agathis.
Okay, great. Do you have that? Do you have that in your character sheet in Roll20?
I do.
If you just click the cast button, it should put it out in chat so that we can read about it.
Ryan, did you have this spell the fucking 40 weeks that we played?
I only had one spell when I played. I didn't have anything else. It was just
I guess none of the info's filled out in it, yeah.
Yeah, it must not be. But so what it does is it surrounds you with magical force, and you gain 5 temporary hit points. And if the creature hits you with a melee attack while you have those hit points, it takes 5 cold damage. So you're going to take damage to your temporary hit points before you take damage to anything else. Okay, so Freki, I'm going to put your temporary hit points in the green bubble above your character. So like when you select your token, you've got that red, green, and blue bubbles. And I'll put like a little shield effect on you so that we know that you are shielded by the armor of Agathis. We'll use that.
My shoulders are extra pointy now.
Yeah, awesome.
Extra pointy, okay.
Yep.
Love it. Okay, Mudburb time. So let's see, they have a speed of 50. So these burbs, they start like looking up the slope and go quack, quack, quack. And then they just go charging off in your direction. So this one, yeah. They just, all 4 of them immediately move to surround you. So this one moves up here. This one moves up here. This one moves up here. And this one moves up here. And that's all they do, because they're only able to move that far. They can't do anything else. So Poe, your turn. You've got one Mudburb right next to you. It's large, right? It's like your size or bigger. It probably weighs more than you, this little 7-year-old boy. It's like jiggling as it runs, like grotesquely. It's got like warts all over itself. And it's got like that really like bright red modeling that you see on like predatory like birds. Yeah.
Right. Can I can't run because they'll get attacked, right?
Yeah, so if you move away, they'll get an attack of opportunity.
Okay. Great. And there's only one right next to me?
Yes.
Okay, I will...
Well, actually, it looks like there's 3 of them that are within range of you. Yeah, sorry. There's one that's immediately adjacent to you. There's one that's next to Lyra, who's right behind you, and there's one next to Gustav, who's right in front of you.
So then 3 would get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'll just attack the one that is to the right of me.
Okay.
With I guess I'll try Witch Bolt out.
Cool.
So I cast that.
All right, so that's...
I rolled a 1. Are you fucking serious?
Wow. Fortunately, despite
that an
rolling a 1, how on earth is that an 11?
It says D20 plus 3 plus... Where is it getting the plus 5?
D20 plus 3 plus 2
It
plus
added
5.
it twice. I'll fix that in the spell thing. It should only be a 6.
Yeah, so your Witch Bolt goes flying wide and misses.
Okay. We're dead.
Let me take a look at your character sheet real quick. Lyra, it's your turn. So the way this works, Lyra, is you always have there's always a couple of things that you can do per turn. You can always take one action, and your basic actions are like make an attack. So you could pull out your swords and make attacks with them, or you could try to fire your bow. Now, in melee combat like this, if you're firing at something that's right next to you, you get disadvantage when you're shooting at that target. So you probably don't want to be shooting with your bow.
Okay.
But you also could, like, a strong option if you want to deal damage is to pull out both of your swords, attack with the main one, that's an action, and then use a bonus action to attack with your offhand sword.
I have, let me see. My inventory, because I have 2 short swords. Right?
Yeah.
So I dual wield short swords?
Exactly, yep.
Cool.
So
okay,
like,
and
looking at your weapons page, you've got short sword and offhand short sword, so those are the 2 attacks that you could make.
Okay, so I'm going to pull out my dual wielding short swords.
Awesome.
And do I press the melee button next to it, or?
Yeah. Okay, so that was a 7, which was a miss, but you've got your bonus attack, so now you can use your offhand short sword and see if you hit with that.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, you missed with your offhand short sword attack as well. Gustav, what you doing?
If they're right next to me, how did I miss?
Don't ask those fucking questions, Ann.
They're like dodging around and like
you start
bombing
that
and
shit.
weaving, right? So yeah, that's what happened. Gustav.
The creature to my left, I would like to stab it with my sword.
Okay. Cool. A 13 hits, so you deal 3 damage.
Very nice. And she can do an offhand attack with a bonus action. Could I do something like a shield bash or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
Sorry. But Frecky gets to act now. What you gonna do, Frecky?
I'm gonna do what any good warlock would do, an Eldritch Blast.
All right.
I approve.
There you go. We just need some damage.
I'm going
Now,
to...
if that's got a spell attack, I think that being in melee range, it does still give you disadvantage on that attack roll.
Fuck.
So you might want to attack one of the ones that's not right next to you. And that would...
Do we all get disadvantages on spells?
On ranged attacks.
Oh,
so
okay,
like,
okay, I gotcha.
your spell I don't think had a spell attack.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Oh, no, it did. So yeah, I think you did.
Oh,
I'll double
okay.
check while we're...
Some of them do, some of them don't.
Yep. So, Frecky, can you... do you have their Eldritch Blast filled in yet?
No, I'm working on it now. Almost.
Let's
Isn't it
see.
a D-
Go
I
ahead.
think it's a D10, right?
Let's see.
make
So
a-
you make a ranged spell attack, so just roll 1d20 plus...
Charisma plus proficiency bonus.
yeah, plus charisma plus your proficiency
Well,
bonus.
I mean, I don't have the info. Does this work when I do this?
No, because you have to fill in the stats for that to
Yeah,
do the
yeah.
attack. So just do D20 plus 5. Right? What?
Yeah.
What's her?
Okay, so hang on. I need to see if it actually does affect spells. Ranged attacks. You can make ranged attacks only against melee attacks.
My Eldritch Blast before wasn't a 1d20, but I guess... it might-
It's a ranged spell attack, so you need to make the d20 in order to see if you hit first, and then it would be...
Oh, right. And then the damage is 1d10.
Many spells also involve making a ranged attack. Yes, so you do have disadvantage. So just do that again, and we'll use the worst of the 2.
Okay.
Are you attacking the one next to you?
So I know that would be bad for me if I attack the one next to me?
Yes.
Okay, then...
Holy shit! You just got the exact same roll anyway.
Right?
So yeah, which one were you talking? Which one were you attacking?
So I see that my little pet, Poe, looks nervous. So I'm going to attack the one that's near him.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you just nail it with an Eldritch Blast. How much damage does that do? 1d10. Roll that up for me, please. 6 damage. Not bad at all. Okay, cool. I filled out your Eldritch Blast for you, Kaitlyn.
Thank you.
So you can see how that's done, and then add the same sorts of things to your other spells.
On it.
Cool. So 6 damage to the one next to Poe. Right. Not bad at all. Okay. Oh man, Mudburbs 3 and 4. So Poe, the Mudburb next to you, it sort of squawks at you. And as it's squawking, it darts its head forwards and it slashes at your chest with its beak.
Oh boy.
Let's see.
It's not going to take much to hit.
It nails you
God damn it.
for 3 damage.
Not
Damn.
bad. It
Not
could have
bad
killed
at
me in
all.
one shot, though.
Lyra, the bird next to you makes an attack against you. That's an 11 versus your armor class of 14. So it just like strikes against the leather armor that you're wearing, and you feel the impact of this bird's beak crushing against your ribs, but it doesn't get through your armor, so you're fine. Gustav, the one next to you, attacks you. I think that's a hit. Yep, so that's another 1d8 plus 2. 10 damage, Gustav.
What's my health? I don't know.
I think you actually have 10.
You have 10 hit points, so you're down to 0. Bam!
Great. Our healer's dead.
God,
Our
what?
healer just gets knocked out.
And then Frecky, you take, oh shit.
That's great. That's a crit.
You take a savage blow to your side, taking 11
Yep,
damage.
She's dead too.
No, I have my armor up.
God, what are we gonna do with the other two?
yeah. What does your armor do?
Frecky had her armor of Agathis. So first of all, that creature takes 5 cold damage, so -5. You lose all 5 of your temporary hit points, but then you only take 6 hit points worth of damage. So now you're down to 4 hit points.
Hey, we're still alive. We're still in it.
So Ryan is at 0. So we're gonna start doing some death saving throws for you, Ryan.
Cool.
Wait, is
Oh,
he
it's
dead
your
or-
turn.
No, so when you die, you make in 5th edition you make you roll flat d20, and if you get a 20, you automatically stand up. If you get a 10 or higher, you get 1 success. If you get a a 10 or higher. If you get a 9 or lower, you get 1 failure, and if you roll a 1, you get 2 failures. If you get to 3 failures, you're dead. And then you roll another flat d20 or something, right, Steven? You implemented that rule.
Yeah, so we're still going to use the same sort of inspiration. So yeah, we're going to roll the flat d20 to see if you just survive.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So, Poe, it's your turn to act. Oh, Frecky, did you want to use Hellish Rebuke in response to getting hit?
Do it, please do it.
Okay, cool. I see her nodding. That's enough for me. Hellish Rebuke.
Hell yeah, I do.
So you point your finger. The creature must make a dexterity saving throw. So that's versus a 13. So let's see. Yep. Roll 1d20 plus 1. It fails its dexterity saving throw. So it takes 2d10 fire damage. Go ahead and roll that for me, Kaitlyn. Nice, 14 damage. So the creature right next to you, Frecky, like it bites you, it feels this searing blast of cold from the armor of Agathis on you, and then it just explodes into flames. It like flops around. It's burning from the inside out. You see like fire exploding from inside of it. There's like gore spewing out. It just dies.
Do bits of meat and gore fall on my face?
Yes.
All right, I start looking it up. Do I know what it tastes like?
It tastes like rotten turkey.
You
It's not a
ate
pleasant
this?
flavor.
Wait, Gustav is unconscious. I still say it to his.
I don't.
Just yell it at his body.
Yeah.
All right, Poe, what you gonna do?
Hold on. How many spells do I get per day? I get 2 level
get-
1s, yeah.
I think, yeah, 2 level 1s.
2 level 1s and 4 cantrips. So I would
Yep.
like to do Magic Missile,
Okay.
and I would also like to invoke the Tides of Chaos on that.
So that just gains you advantage, right?
Yes.
Magic Missile doesn't have a roll.
Oh, so does it just hit?
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
I guess,
pretty sure.
I can't do... Okay, I'll just roll Magic Missile, then we'll see what happens. Is it just straight up
Magic
hit? Because if so, I just rolled 4.
Yeah, you create 3
4s.
glowing darts of force. A dart deals 1d4 plus 1 force damage to its target. Apparently, Jeremy Crawford from D&D has clarified that you only roll 1d4 plus 1, and then it's just 3 times that.
Oh,
So,
well,
but whatever, you nailed that, so that's fine.
okay. I just attack whichever one is close to me.
So I guess
looks
that's just the
alive.
one right next to you?
Yeah.
So you deal 12 damage, so these 3 bolts of force slam into the chest of this creature. You've clearly broken its wing. It's very, very wounded, but it's still alive. Lyra,
Great.
there's one right next to Poe, which is like at an angle from you. It's nearly dead. The one right next to you is still very healthy. And the one next to Gustav has been slightly damaged, but not very much.
Okay. I'm gonna go for the full health guy that's right next to me.
Okay.
And so they're talking about, he said something about like missiles and stuff like, or like magic missile of some kind. I don't have spells, right? So my only
Correct.
options are swords and bow. Okay.
Yep, exactly.
All right. So I'm gonna use my short sword on the one, or my dual short swords on the guy right next to me.
Great.
The bird.
All right, that's a hit. So you nail him with your first attack, dealing 5 damage, cutting into his fleshy chest.
Awesome.
Are you going to use your offhand attack as well?
Yes.
Great.
Let me see if I can. Clicked out of it. Okay. Weapon melee.
Okay, that's an 8. So unfortunately, your second attack misses. But you dealt a little bit of damage. That bird is starting to look at you with a little more, discerning glance. Frecky, it's your turn. Oh wait, it's Gustav's turn first.
Yeah.
Gustav, you need to make a death saving throw. So roll 1d20.
Pass.
Yeah, so it's 1 success. Now, Frecky, it's your turn.
Is that an Eldritch class ability? Because I don't see that in your spell list in the book.
Yeah.
She's asking about thaumaturgy. I think you got that from something else, maybe from being a tiefling.
I think so. Something like that.
Yeah, but it's
I'll
just
find it,
like
but-
you make harmless little like effects, basically.
Okay, so these birds are probably dumb as bricks, so it's not gonna help. How many spells can I cast?
Let's see. I think you have 1 spell slot per day. Let's see. Frecky, looking at your character sheet in your spell book. So cantrips, known, spells, slots. Oh, it's not in there. So hang on. Let me look in the player's guide. Paladin, rogue, sorcerer, warlock. Okay. That's the wizard. Warlocks get 1 spell slot per day, so you've already cast your first level spell for the day. So now you're down to your cantrips. So Eldritch Blast, True Strike, Thaumaturgy.
It's literally only Eldritch Blast. That's all
Basically.
we do.
I know.
The benefit for being a warlock, though, is that you regain your spell slots when you take a short rest.
Yes.
Okay.
So could you explain to me what's happening with Ryan's rolls? Does he have to roll 1 more success and he's fine?
So death in 5th edition, when you go down to 0, you're dying.
Oh, I've been there, Sprecky.
Yeah. You have 3 chances to succeed and 3 chances to fail. You roll a d20. On a 10 plus, you get a success. On a 9 minus, you fail. Once you hit 3 failures, you die. Once you hit 3 successes, you stabilize, and it takes you 1d4 hours to come back to life. If you roll a natural 20 on any of those rolls, then you immediately hop back with 1 hit point.
Was there a way for us to help people that are down, like give them a bonus?
You can use medicine skill, or you can use a healing potion or any sort of healing spell on them, anything like that.
Can I attack while using a healing potion?
No, that would be your action.
Just kill one.
At the moment, it seems like the biggest threat is the creatures that are still alive around you.
Don't
If you
fucking
can-
save Ryan. He's worthless. Just fucking
you
kill
can-
one.
If you can kill the
My
one
healing
next to
potion.
Poe, then all of a sudden you have more people than they do. That's a
Yeah.
really big help.
Yes,
The one
I'm
next
going-
to Poe is very wounded.
By me. I'm
By
going
you.
to go back to attacking that one. Maybe this one will taste better, so Eldritch Blasted again.
Awesome. So now you can cast Eldritch Blast and it'll automatically do it. So let's see.
You gotta add the d20 roll to it.
Wow, why didn't it do that? That's
It
strange.
does.
You
Roll
did the
1d20
damage
plus. Roll 1d20 plus 5.
There's like another
Doesn't have
option
the
within the
spell
spells.
one. Yeah.
Yeah. So you hit and you dealt 5 damage. So yeah, this creature just dies outright. It explodes in a shower of gore. What does your Eldritch Blast look like when you cast it, Frecky?
I wrote this down before.
There we go.
But apparently, I don't have it, so I guess continuity is ruined. Rip your immersion. So I guess, just like with most of my spells, I point my finger at it, and then flames come out and they kind of like swirl around the creature while attacking it after they swirl a couple times.
Nice. That's pretty wicked. Okay, Mud Burbs 3 and 4. So 3 is dead. 4. Mud Burb number 4 reaches down to Gustav's leg and it grabs onto his ankle and it just starts backing away. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's as far as it gets, dragging Gustav.
Oh no.
Mudburbs 1 and 2. So Mudburb number 2 attacks Poe, which just attacked it. So yeah.
Wait, what? One's dead. The one's dead. I thought that one's dead. That's next to me. What?
The one next
that's
to you.
next to me.
Oh, sorry, I'm talking about Lyra.
Oh, it's like fuck
so yeah,
that. Attack again. Let Lyra die.
Hey.
Lyra, you do get hit for 9 damage.
Look, we're a team. You're fucking dead though. Shit. Go.
How am I dead?
You got hit
I
for
thought I
9
had
damage.
armor.
Your armor just determines how hard it is to hit you. So since your armor class is 14 and it rolled an 18, it did successfully get through your armor.
Okay.
So you took 9 damage, so you can click your token, and in the little red box, you can just type -9. You can click the red box and then type -9, and that tracks your hit points.
Okay. So I have 1.
Awesome.
Oh, you're not dead?
I'm not
No,
dead.
she's got 10
No, you
hit
can't
points.
kill me.
Holy shit, we're still alive.
All right, Poe, it's your turn. Gustav, your buddy is being dragged away to be devoured by this mudburb.
Let me do something about it real quick.
All right.
Wait, are you making another roll? Or no, it's my turn. So this one is still alive, right? The one next to Lyra?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then I want to use Firebolt, which I think if I use that, I can use the... I was going to use it anyways, but I rolled it. So I want to use the Tides of Chaos on that, because that is an attack,
Sure.
right?
Okay, great. Yep, absolutely.
So I need to roll
so-
a D100.
Yeah, you deal 2 fire damage, and you need to roll a d100.
Is it still if you roll like a 20, you get 2 successes and a 1, 2 fails for the death saving throws?
Yes. Yes.
Is
you're
it just
right.
20 and 1
I've got
or is
the
it
table
19
open,
and 2?
It's 20 and 1.
Okay.
I've got that table open, JP.
So yeah, so do I. The thing is, if I roll 7 or 8, we're all dead.
Shortest session ever.
I'm just letting you know that if a 7 to 8 happens, a fireball is cast and it's centered on me, and we're all dead.
Oh,
Fireball does 8
But I'm
d8 damage.
off to the side, right?
30.
You're 5 feet away. It's got a 30-foot radius.
So
Why?
don't
Then
roll a 7 to
why?
8. Because there's a ton of other options. 95.
95. You and all creatures
That does
within 30
nothing.
feet of you gain vulnerability to piercing damage for the next minute. So, you 3, Lyra, Poe, and Frecky, you all of a sudden your skin just feels really, really sensitive. Like there's like prickly needles all over it. You will take, I think it's double damage from piercing damage, which is not the kind of damage these creatures are doing. For the record. Lyra, it's your turn. There's one mudbird sitting next to you with its eyes balefully glowing at you. What are you gonna do? Evilly, darkly, cruelly, wickedly.
What did the firebolt do positively for us?
It did
I don't
2 fire damage to the
Oh, okay.
bird.
Okay, cool. So then, yes, I'm gonna attack the one right next to me with my short swords.
Okay. That's a hit, so you deal 7 piercing damage.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice, and then your
Sweet.
offhand. That's a hit as well, so you deal 1 more. It's not dead yet, but you know, you're slowly chipping it away. Gustav, your turn.
okay. Just to remind you, I did take the gross tasting flesh feat when we rolled.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm familiar with that one.
The bird probably won't.
Wait, do short swords do piercing damage?
Yes.
That they do double.
Oh,
It's
we
all
gotta-
creatures.
Oh, and all creatures within 30 feet of
Fucking
you.
so that's
Look at
16
that.
damage.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me just double check exactly what
The chat is
vulnerability does.
freaking out.
Yeah, the chat loves to freak out in this. You just gotta.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, vulnerability. C damage, vulnerability. Oh my god.
This worked out.
Like this 197.
good?
There we go. You did do good.
Did Lyra kill him?
I think she did.
Yes.
Vulnerability. That damage of that type is doubled against it. Yeah, that bird just explodes.
Nice.
Yes.
It is dead. officially dead. What does it look like when you kill that bird, Lyra?
Dude, that thing disintegrated into a pile of mush all over the place.
Awesome.
Do more bits fly onto my face?
No.
No,
You've
you're
had
too
your
far
meal.
away for bits to fly on your face. Okay, so the 3 mud birds around you are all dead. There's still one over with Gustav, and Gustav, you have to make a death saving throw. Now, JP, because I made you roll on that table, you regained your Tides of Chaos feature. But note that I'm the one who makes you roll on the table.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's not like you do Tides of Chaos and then you have to roll on it. It's you do Tides of Chaos and then when I force you to roll on the table, you regain Tides
okay.
of
It
Chaos.
says can have you roll. Okay, I got it.
Right.
I
So
see.
it's a bit weird because it's like up to me.
Yeah.
But I guess that's why it's, chaos magic. Gustav, give me that. Oh shit, that's a fail.
I did, yeah, it's a fail.
All right, Frecky, your friend Gustav
Right,
is
if
getting
you
dragged
say
away.
2 sentences and then die an hour into the fucking show, I swear to God, that's the most Ryan thing I've ever heard of.
Great Ryan RP, Ryan.
Yeah.
All right, Frecky.
So there's one bird alive,
Yes.
and do daggers do piercing damage?
Yes, but that bird's too far away to have
Do
been
darts
affected.
do piercing damage?
Yes. You can hit it. It's just that it's not vulnerable to piercing damage.
Oh.
Because it was far away from us, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast here.
Awesome. That's a good
So-
choice.
It's a great choice. It's a fantastic.
Since it doesn't
ability.
work, I'm gonna do it manually again.
No, you can actually click it now.
Oh, okay.
So now give it a try. I'm giving you a pass on that. Look at that. 15 on your attack and 8 force damage.
It doesn't get knocked back yet, right? Ryan, till 3 or something is when she gets that.
I think you take the feet. And
Oh,
then-
okay. Is that must
Yeah.
be 4 then? Maybe I forget.
So -8. Yeah, that's pretty solid. That bird is looking actually quite injured now. So it squawks, and let's see how far away is it. It squawks and it goes running, charging at Poe, and then
Uh-oh.
it slashes its beak at you viciously,
I'm
Poe,
probably going down. Yeah.
hitting you.
I have
For
I'm
10
dead.
damage.
I just die.
This one bird is gonna like nuke the rest of the party. So you're down to 0, Poe.
Okay.
It's your turn. Make a death saving throw.
All right.
Can you ever take so much damage that you
Fucking
just
do I just
die?
stand up?
Yes, you do. Holy shit.
Nice.
Poe is invincible.
Poe, you gain 1 hit point and you just stand right back up. That's your turn. Lyra, it's your turn. There's one mudbird on the other side of Poe. It's got fury in its eyes. It looks hungry. It's mad at Poe for getting back up. What are you going to do? You could shoot it,
You should shoot it.
Hang on, let me look at my.
or you could go slash it twice.
Just fucking kill it.
There's no backseat
I'm trying to
gaming on
look.
this
I don't know
channel.
which one is better.
I'm not backseat gaming. I'm just saying just fucking kill it.
Well, it's like
Uh,
you have 2 opportunities to slash, and
then one with longbow.
one with longbow. Longbow does more damage with that one shot, but your 2 slashes would do more damage if you hit both of them.
Okay. I'm gonna go with my melee.
Okay.
So, and I can use my short swords and then my parrying sword after, right?
Yeah. So
Okay.
let's see. Lyra, you have a speed of 30,
Uh huh.
which actually isn't up there, but now it's on your character sheet. So that means that you can move 30 feet. Each square is 5 feet, so you can move 6 squares. So move yourself over to where you want to be.
Okay, so I can move like there.
Exactly. Cool.
Okay.
And now make your 2 attacks.
Okay. Do you have to be directly adjacent to whatever you want to attack?
Yeah, within 5 feet, basically.
Okay. So now we're gonna attack.
Okay, that's a hit for 6 damage. Very nice.
How long did
It's not dead
the double piercing damage thing last? Is that just one turn?
So this bird was far enough away that it was too far out to be affected, but it lasted for a minute.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Cool. Okay, and now I'm gonna use my bonus attack.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. So that was actually a miss, unfortunately, but you're doing a good job. Poor Gustav, man. You've had 1 success and 1 failure, right?
Yeah. So if you roll a 1 here, you're
Yeah.
dead.
Ryan, don't roll a 1.
I don't think I've ever rolled a 1 during a clutch situation. So.
Yeah.
Now you're going to just because you said that.
No, and he's rolled 3 in a row before. So.
Oh, okay.
Fucking lying.
I'm
Still believe it's Ryan lying.
Oh my
Jesus
god.
Christ, Ryan.
Holy shit, dude.
We have to finish this round.
All
and then
right.
get Ryan up.
So yeah, here's the thing, Frecky. If you think that you, Poe, and Lyra can kill this bird within the next 3 attacks, then you might want to kill the bird. But Gustav is on death's door. Like, you might want to go pour a potion in his mouth. Or apply some medicine skill.
Yeah, if you have the
He's-
medicine skill, it's a 10 or higher, right? And he stands up, or he's stabilized.
He's stabilized, yeah.
I
But
don't
if
think
he
characters that have that spell.
if he fails one more time, he's dead.
Can I, with one hand, Eldritch Blast, will I toss a potion to a buddy?
You could just hand it off if like someone else needed to run it over. That's fine.
Exactly.
Okay, so
I'll,
yeah.
I'll do Eldritch Blast first and wait a second to see what it does, and then toss the potion.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and cast Eldritch Blast.
I don't think me or Lyra can run away from this thing though without getting an attack of opportunity. So.
Okay, well you hit it. You dealt 2 damage. Oh man, how did you kill this bird?
Thank God.
Describe it for us, Kaitlyn.
So as I said, the flames come out and they start hitting at it. But the second the flames start coming out, I'm like running at it while my fingers pointed at it with my mouth open, just ready for the bits to fall into my mouth.
Gross.
So as it's exploding, I'm like leaping into the air at the bits.
Yeah. Well, it explodes into showers of bits, and you're just like dancing in this rain of mud burp. So now, who's gonna go save Ryan?
So I can make a double move, a double run, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm dashing, and then can I use the potion this round as well, or no?
Yeah, I'll let you do that.
Okay, that's what I wanted. Well, whoever's turn it is, that's what I want to do.
It's your turn, Poe.
Yeah, I grabbed the potion from Frecky and run towards Mr.
Gustav.
Greybeard. Yeah,
All right, so that's 2d4 plus 2, is it?
think so.
Let me take a look. Why don't you roll it up, and then we'll just count it. And
Ryan, you can roll it.
Can Ryan roll to see what would have happened? See if my potion was wasted?
I don't mind doing a hypothetical roll.
Just roll a
yeah,
d20.
let's see. Hypothetically, would Ryan have died? Oh yeah.
No way!
Oh
I
yeah.
fucking told you.
Ryan would have been dead.
I fucking
I'm
told you.
double dead.
No way!
You're
That
so
means your next
bad at
character
this
would
game,
die
Ryan.
too.
It's a game of complete chance. And you roll so bad every fucking time.
Ryan, do you ever gamble? Because I think you'd be terrible at it.
I love the gamble activity.
Ryan likes losing money. Yeah, it's 2d4 plus 2 hit points, so go ahead and roll that up, Ryan.
Okay. 5.
All right, you regain 5
Even
hit
rolled
points.
bad on-
Ryan, so you can select your token, and you can do +5 in the little red ball there, and that'll give you +5. All right, so you've killed all these mudburbs. You managed to survive through this first battle in the valley here. What do you guys want to do now? It's getting later in the evening. Y'all are all very injured. You've used up a number of your resources.
We can't make it to the light. Or I keep saying the lighthouse because that's what it looks like, but we can't make it to the structure in the center, right?
Correct. Not unless you traveled through the night.
Well, we're not in that situation, so I guess. Does it seem safe? Like we have food, right? And these, can we eat these, Steven?
Yeah, you can eat them.
I guess we just camp right here.
I've
then.
already been eating them.
All right, cool. So you guys set up a camp.
Yeah.
Prepare a little campfire, and take a. Are you guys gonna take a short rest and then a long rest?
If you'll let us metagame that way, yeah.
Yeah, totally. That's fine.
So that
So,
just means we can expend hit dice, right?
Yes, a short rest lets you expend hit dice. So you'll see on your character sheet, on the core, you've got hit dice. Usually, like for example, Lyra, you have 1d10, and that's
yeah,
immediately
rolled a
below
7.
the little heart shape.
Mm-hmm.
So you can spend one of your hit dice in order to roll it and heal over that 1 hour of rest that you guys are taking right now. And then you'll gain back half of your hit dice when you spend a long rest. So Lyra, you just regained 9 hit points.
So now if I just select my thing, I just do like +9. And I'm
Yeah.
at full health again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can just enter in the
cool.
number.
I can't find the roll.
It might not be activated or like in your character sheet.
Yeah, let me take a look at your character sheet.
It's
Frecky.
right underneath hit points on the front. And then you have to click your dice that your HP is.
Let's see. So you're a warlock. I don't know what hit dice warlocks have. Let's see. Yeah, you've got a D8. So
Okay.
that's what it is.
So I can just click that.
Mm-hmm. So you regained 3.
So I'm at 7.
Yeah. Not bad. All right, cool. So, and then you take a long rest, and overnight you regain all of your remaining hit points.
Or no, wait, did I take 10 damage?
Yeah,
Yeah, I took 10 damage.
You
So
took
I'm at
11
8.
damage.
Oh, it was
You-
11. Okay.
Yeah, we were tracking your damage correctly. So if you
Okay.
just add 3 there,
Yeah.
now you're at 7.
Wait,
So
do you have 12 total HP?
No.
She
10.
has 10 total HP, but she cast Armor of Agathis,
Oh, that's right.
which
okay,
gave her 5
gotcha.
temporary hit points. So it was clutch that she
Yeah, that was
cast that.
fucking good that you used that.
Yep. Actually, we made a
You
mistake
wanted me to
because
Eldritch Blast.
you couldn't both have cast Armor of Agathis and Hellish Rebuke. Oops. Oh well. Whatever.
Yeah, I was confused.
Okay. So, well done. Good job surviving. Who's our watch for the evening? What's the watch order?
Lyra, you should watch, please. The rest of us gotta sleep.
True. Lyra can stay up.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got Lyra taking first and second watch. She only needs 4 hours of trance, so there's 4 hours of time that people have to cover for watches.
Where does she get that from? From being a ranger?
From being an elf.
High elf, yeah. Or a half elf.
Oh, you're a half elf. Okay, wait, no, so you don't trance. So
Oh,
who
okay.
is an elf? Someone here's
Ryan's a high elf, yeah. You
So,
told me wrong. That's why everything was wrong, chat. I'm sorry. It's
Yeah.
Steven's fault. Blame Steven. Not me.
Gustav. You can take 2 watches because you're not sleeping.
Okay. Do you recover HP when you sleep?
You recover HP when you take a long rest. You don't have to sleep in order to take a long rest.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I can do the watches then.
Okay, so we've got 2 more watches.
That's
Who's gonna?
right. You didn't do anything in the fight, so you just have to get
I mean,
HP
if
back.
I was asleep for most of that fight anyway.
Yeah, true. Yeah, you should recover all your hit points for sleeping through the
Yeah,
fight.
I feel like it. Yeah.
So, Lyra, are you going to take the 3rd watch?
Sure.
Frecky, are you going to take a watch? So Poe and Frecky,
Yep.
do either of you want to take that last watch, or are you just going to leave your camp unprotected for
Well,
the
we
last?
only need what? How long do we need for spells to recharge? Is it?
You need 4 watches to cover 8 hours of a long rest.
Then just have Freya stay up, or Freya. Just have I want to say Lyra, but just have Lyra stay up for 2 or whatever. Right?
Yeah, I mean, that means that she's not going to get the full benefit of the long rest.
That's fine. She didn't have
I have
spells.
full health though, right? So
Okay.
it's fine if I don't.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Okay, so it's Gustav, and then Lyra. So let's see.
Since Reki is half cat, I think he needs 22 hours of sleep a day.
Do you just have your party members carry you?
I think that's
Okay.
what Frecky would want.
The night passes uneventfully. So those of you who had the full long rest, you regain all of your hit points, you regain all of your spells, and you regain all of your hit dice. Lyra, you don't regain your hit dice because you stayed up longer.
Okay.
Actually, Lyra, make a Constitution saving throw, and then that'll
okay.
determine it.
So, Constitution. Let's see. Oh.
So it's this little heart
Uh,
next to your Constitution to the left of
Okay.
it. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so because you rolled low, you do, in fact, not regain your hit dice.
Okay.
So, but the rest of you are all back at max hit points, so go ahead and set your hit points back to their maximum.
Jesus.
The night passes uneventfully, and the dawn rises in the morning. It's another hot day. You can feel the humidity rising off the floor of the valley, and now that you're just a little bit closer, you can smell the wafting stench of the mud pits rolling up the sides of the valley. So, what do you want to do?
I think we still need to get to the house in the center, right? That was.
That's your
That was the
objective?
goal. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
So we just keep going that way,
All right, let's see.
away from whatever fucking things are in front. If we see birds in front of us, we're not gonna walk towards the bird.
Hey, man. That's fine. Whatever you want to do with any birds that you see.
Okay.
All right, cool. All of you give me perception tests.
Wait, do I have fucking?
I don't
volume
think
turned
mine's set right. I think I'm rolling a d20 on these.
Yeah, you are.
on? You are.
If you mouse
You're
over
just
it,
terrible
you can
at it.
Yeah.
Guess what I
You-
rolled?
see. You rolled a 4.
I rolled a 1 plus 3.
No, you rolled it.
Gustav? No, you rolled a 12.
You always take the first number, Rhyme.
Oh, okay.
So it automatically rolls 2 in case you have advantage or disadvantage.
Gotcha.
So Gustav, you actually did the best. Yeah, like as you're leading the group across the plains, like there's like little tiny mud pots that you're trying to avoid stepping in and stuff like that. You come across like an ancient, dried, and desiccated set of those little like poop mounds that you saw from forever ago. Except they're not like piles of poop. They're actually like little nests that are built out of mud. These are really, really ancient. Gustav, as you're walking by, you see a glint down in the dried mud.
Okay, I've been down to pick it up.
Roll 1d12 for me, please.
Hope this doesn't damage.
You take 500 damage, and
I have 601 health points, so that's not too
right,
bad.
yeah, true. Good. So yeah, let me see here. That's a 5. You find an opaque gray-black gem, like just peeking out of the mud that's built these little nests. And you dig it out, and it's quite a bit larger than it looked from first glance. And that's worth 10 gold pieces.
Excellent.
Yeah. All right. As you stand back up, you look across the plain, Gustav, and you see this like giant of a man striding, not in your direction, but like away from you. And he's like maybe 12 or 14 feet tall. He doesn't have a head, actually. And you can see that like one arm is like, it's almost like he's built out of clay. And like only clay has been applied to some parts of him. Like the right half of his back is like a big like strip of fur. And then he's got like grasses glued to like his shoulder. One of his arms is half bone, and then the other half of it is clay. Yeah, that's what you see.
We all see that, or just Ryan?
Just Ryan.
Look ahead in the mudflats. I think this gigantic abomination is what they're using all of this mud for. I don't think it looks very friendly, though.
Yeah,
Can you
Yeah.
see?
When he points it out, you all see it. Yeah.
Can you see a wedding ring on his finger?
You cannot.
Mr. Graybeard, should we go near it?
Well, I don't think so. If I'm no match for a turkey, I'm probably no match for a clay golem.
Yeah, I don't know what happened in that fight, but we should just go around this one.
Frecky, you knew about this house, right?
I wasn't really paying attention when they told me about the house. It was the mud. It was the mud we were here for, and the gems.
Well, yeah, I agree. I think we should steer clear of this until we know if it's friendly or not.
Right on. Well, with that caution in mind, you're able to very easily avoid it. It's not really looking at you. It doesn't look very smart, and it's just moving very slowly across the plains. And within a couple of hours, like around noon, you approach this manse that's at the center of this valley. So what you see as you approach, you see this rich, ornate wooden house that's actually built out of like planks of wood, not even like logs. And you don't even know where they came from because there's practically no trees in this valley at all. But there's, let's see, like as you approach, you see like 3 mud pits sort of surrounding the house. And then over next to the upper right mud pit, I'm actually going to draw just a little bit more here.
All right.
You see like another little tiny hut. Well, it's not a little tiny hut. It's like a longhouse that's built out of logs rather than refined wooden boards. And there's a whole bunch of people, probably like 20 or 30 people, who are all like walking through the muck and like raking their hands down in the mud and bringing up huge handfuls of mud. They've got like buckets with them, all of them, and they're just slopping mud into these buckets. And you can almost smell this like acidic smell on the air, and like it's like the back of your teeth are tingling as you like breathe the air near here.
You should pay close attention to this, Poe. The people over there. So that'll be your job while we supervise.
What? Why? No,
Just look at how they do it. Look at how they get the mud. Look.
it's not very nice, Frecky.
Yeah, as you watch, one of them stands up and shouts, "Eureka!" And he holds his hand up, and you can see like a shiny jewel glimmering in his grasp.
Okay.
The other workers around him, they all look at him. They look kind of jealous, and they sort of mutter under their breath, and they turn back to their own work. And some of them are like digging faster and like scraping through the muck. You see like a weird, like tiny doll-like creature. It's like a fat doll made out of wax, sort of like waddling, and then it gets to the edge of the mud, and it slaps down like a leaf. And then it steps onto the leaf, and it has like a little pole that was like stuck into it, and it pulls out the pole, and it starts pulling itself through the mud over towards the gentleman who recovered the gem. And this thing is like that big. It's like the size of a cat.
Oh, that size.
Yeah. A very familiar size. So yeah, and then next to the manse, there is actually a smaller hut right next to the larger manse, and that one is also built out of refined wooden boards. And it looks like there's like a heavy padlock on the door that's currently hanging open. And if you listen closely, you can hear like the voice of a man murmuring from inside. As you approach, a strange red-skinned creature with a barbed tail and wings comes flying through the air in your direction. What do you do?
A bear? What?
A strange flying creature with wings. It looks like a tiny little human man. It's like about the size of a cat. A tiny little human man. It's got red skin, wings, and a barbed tail, and it's flying at you.
At you being the group or me?
Yes, the four of you.
I just hide behind Graybeard.
I wave at it. It seems kind of demonic.
I put up my shield in a defensive fortification.
Okay, cool. So are you taking the dodge action?
Yes.
All right. That's going to give anything trying to hit you disadvantage. Lyra, what are you doing in response to this creature flying towards you?
Do I know like how much health it has or like how big it is or anything?
I mean, it's small. It's like the size of a cat again, but you don't know how much health it has, no.
Okay. I'm gonna wait for it to see if it passes over us or if it's actually like, is it flying like directly at our faces or is it just gonna fly over us?
It's flying directly in your direction.
Okay. I want to wait and see if it's gonna actually attack us or if it's just flying over.
Yeah, okay. Well, it flies up to you, and then it stops maybe like 10 feet in front of you and then says, "Halt! Who goes there? What are your names? State your business."
I peer from behind Graybeard's leg and I'm Poe. What's yours?
Yeah, she sort of like glares at you and like flies down over next to your face, and she's like hovering in front of your face. "Poe, eh? I'm Nuza. Nice to meet you. What brings you here? You look a little young. We don't allow children to work the mud pits."
I'll be okay. We were here for the job that the cat creature got us one.
She glances over in Frecky's direction. Y'all are a strange bunch. I don't know. We generally only hire humans, and generally only from Kulik Khan. So, I don't know. It seems weird.
Well, give us a test.
Let me go speak with the boss.
Okay, we'll be here.
Wait here. And she just like flaps her wings, flies over in the direction of the smaller like processing hut, pushes the door open, goes inside, and you hear this man just like yelling from the inside and like banging and smashing things. And then she comes flying back out. She comes flying over to you. She says, "Jeez, I hate that guy. Listen, we ain't got any work for you right now, so why don't you guys scram, okay? There's plenty of other places for y'all to be. You don't need to be here. Everything's going fine. Get out of here."
But look at the boys' hands. They're so good. They're so small. They find all the gems and give us money for the gems right now.
I quiver my bottom lip and put my hands up and look really like childish. At the person.
Like grab their hands and shake them at her.
Would you, Poe, would you roll a persuade check?
Sure.
With
So
advantage.
find my character sheet.
Yep.
Persuasion 23.
23. Look at that. Nuza looks at you and you know her face sort of softens. She says, "Oh, poor boy. Well, I'm sorry, young lad." She sort of like lands on your shoulder and she like starts petting your cheek. She says, I'm sorry, young lad. There's just nothing at all that we need children to do.
No work at all?
The guardians are helping keep everything safe, and the workers are progressing very well. Look, that gentleman over there just found a priceless jewel, an amber worth 100 gold at least. He's rich now. Wouldn't you like to be rich?
Yeah,
Sorry, my friend.
I want to find an amber.
It's a shame that we're all full up. And as she says that, you hear this as one of the workers plunges their hands into the mud, and then you hear this shriek, rend the air asunder as this worker you see like near to you, probably just 20 feet off to your right. He just melts down into a puddle of slag. Everybody in the pit starts screaming, and they start like stepping through the mud as quickly as they can, trying to get out, as all of a sudden the mud sort of explodes, and like the remains of this man that melted down just start like thrashing and flailing about. There's this like approximately man-shaped blob of skin and jello just sort of thrashing its way through the mud. It thrashes in the direction of a slower worker who it looks like they actually have something glimmering in their hand, and that's why they were a little bit slower. This creature like gloms onto the guy's back, and he just starts shrieking as the thing starts devouring his legs from behind him. What do y'all do?
I yell out, "This place is unsafe. Workers, flee."
Give me a persuade roll.
Persuade. Shun.
Yes.
Fuck.
Yeah, like you're like this cat creature who's like, "Workers, flee!"
Everyone's like, what the fuck? Why is the cat ordering us around?
Like they are already running as fast as they can. So Nuza turns to you. She says, "Shut up! Only I tell them to flee. Go kill that thing."
Well, I'm
She
just
points in
a
his
kid.
Can I step forward and tell Nuza that this isn't our responsibility, and I'm going to speak to your boss, whether you like it or not.
She flies into your. Roll a persuade check. Or are you trying to be intimidating, or are you trying to be persuasive?
Intimidating.
Okay, roll an intimidate check.
Right.
Oh, please, Phil. Damn it.
14. It's not bad. She sort of blanches and she says, "Okay, we'll deal with it as we can. He's over there. If you really want to go talk to him, that's up to you. Your funeral."
Well, what is this thing?
And
Have you seen
then
it?
Nuza just starts flying away over in the direction
Come
of that.
back here. I ask you a
blob.
question.
It's fine. We don't need to know what it is. We just need to talk to.
But it's
Whoever's in
destroying
charge
that
here.
person. We should save him.
Yeah, he's groaning and growling as his legs get
He's
devoured
groaning
in
and
the mud.
growling.
Just save the gem that he's holding. The gem.
Is there just one mud monster, or are there multiple?
There's just one. It's just like the remains of this man who got vorped into a blob of nothingness.
Why don't you two shoot it from afar? Perhaps it looks like there's going to be some openings soon at this mudflats.
Okay. Perhaps we should attack it from range and then proceed on to speak to the boss.
Okay. Everybody roll initiative.
Okay.
So let's see. Y'all are all like right next to each other,
Oh, got it.
basically.
I gotta select my fucking character.
They're all moving.
There we go.
Yep.
Okay.
And then let's see. This thing. Yeah.
Oh.
Let's see. And that's.
Are we surrounded
Probably-
by this mud? Like, are we on stable ground in this thing? in
Y'all
the
are
mud?
on stable ground. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Okay. So let's see. I'll draw like a little bit of mud flat here for y'all. So this mud flat comes curving around like that, and this flesh ooze is about 20 feet out into the mud flat. And then y'all have another mud flat on the other side of you, probably like 15, 20 feet that away. So I'll just do that. The mud flat areas are difficult terrain, of course. And then up this away is the manse. So probably like maybe here is like the front door of the manse.
I'll scroll out some. Let's see.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so let's see about that. Initiative looks great, and then I'll roll.
Fucking, what is with all the newbies just doing so
Oh,
well
shit.
on the show?
Great. Okay, Lyra, your turn.
Okay, where is I see the house and stuff. Where's the guy that we're shooting at? Far away
The
is
guy
he?
that we're shooting at is
Or-
over here.
Oh, I can't ping.
Oh, on B. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull out my longbow.
Okay.
Let's see. And shoot at it.
All right. Okay, that is a miss. Your longbow, your arrow goes sinking into the mud. Frecky, your turn.
Who is holding the gem?
There is a guy who's running away. Let's see. I'll just bring him down here. He's right here. He's the D.
Wait, what? Oh, okay.
So I thought the mud monster was attacking a man who.
Oh yeah, the mud monster has basically devoured a man who was holding a gem. Yeah.
And do I see that gem?
It's it's either in his hand or covered by mud or something. He had one. You thought you saw it earlier.
And can I tell if that man's dead?
He's definitely dead. Yeah.
Yeah, you saw his body turn to like mush.
No, the one whose body turned into mush was
there
a different
multiple.
guy.
Okay,
Yeah.
And
gotcha.
then that flesh ooze like glommed onto and started devouring another guy who apparently had pulled a gem out, and then that's what caused him to be slow enough to get caught by the mud ooze.
Gotcha.
Yep. So, Frecky, what's the plan?
I want to blow like some of this mud away so I can recover the gem.
What are you going to use to do that?
I'm trying to look at the description for True Strike.
True Strike has like you concentrate and then you have advantage on your next round's attack.
I thought we were trying to save the guy. I didn't think we were trying to recover gems.
I think Frecky has ulterior motives, though.
Yep.
Yep.
You know,
Okay. I look at her disapprovingly.
Frecky, you gotta save the man. Don't worry about gold. We have no idea that she's thinking this stuff.
So I only get insight about the target's defenses, nothing else. What if they're weak to being pickpocketed because they have gems on their body?
You can tell that nobody at the moment is weak to being pickpocketed in any sort of specific systemic way.
All right, perhaps we'll Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Are you Eldritch blasting the ooze?
I feel like we need to give Kaitlyn a flow chart where it says, it
One,
says,
Eldritch
it
Blast.
says how to play Warlock. And it says Eldritch Blast, and it goes to no, and then it circles back around to yes. And then the
like
other
that.
option is just yes. Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm going to Eldritch Blast the big mud thing.
The
Let me
flesh
just try
ooze.
the
Cool.
flesh-
Cast it. Click the cast button. You can do it.
There we go.
Oh yeah, 17 for 10 damage. Damn, that's pretty strong. Awesome. Yeah, you nail it with that Eldritch Blast. Like flames come out and lick it all over. You deal a serious amount of damage to it, but it's not dead. Poe, your turn.
But was some of the mud like moved back, burned, melted off?
I mean, like, it's a liquid pool of mud, right? So, like, yeah, probably for a second there was some sort of explosion that knocked some mud back, but then it all, just quickly sloughed right in.
All right.
I will.
Good to know.
Hold on. Where's 30? All right, I will move down here. Is that 30?
Yeah, think so.
All right, and then actually, can I move diagonally? So,
Yep.
like here instead
Yes.
of there? Okay. And then I want to Witch Bolt,
Okay.
and I don't think I can use the Tides. I'll just roll this. No, I will use Tides on that actually, but it doesn't matter. But
Okay. Yeah, you use Tides to gain advantage. You deal 1 lightning damage to it.
okay.
So let's see. Yeah, and then on each of your turns, you can use your action to deal 1d12 damage again. So you deal 1 damage
Yeah.
this time, and now you can just keep doing that. There's like an arcing bolt of lightning between you and it. Nice. And what's the range on that? 30 feet. So if it moves away, it's also going to end, but we'll deal with that when it gets there. Gustav, your turn.
I hold action.
Oh, you
Like I said,
need to
actually,
be 1
I need
square
to move.
forwards.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Perfect.
You're holding your action, Gustav?
Yep.
Until
Why
what?
did I use my potion on you?
Honestly, I'm gonna probably do nothing unless it comes at us.
Okay, so
I
like,
have ranged abilities.
I don't think he has any
when,
ranged abilities. Yet.
when it's close, you're going to make an attack.
Sure.
Okay, cool. Yep. So the flesh ooze moves 2 squares that away, and then another 2 squares. Cool. So it's just like sort of like flapping its limbs across the body of the water. It's like if you took someone's skin and liquefied the entire interior, and then it was just moving like a plastic bag or something, like crawling its way across the surface of this acidic mud. Lyra, your turn.
Okay.
You can see the erstwhile face of this man just like flopping about as he slides himself over top of the mud in your direction.
You have to lure it out, Lyra.
No, Lyra, make it stay
Out
where
of
it's
the
at.
mud.
No. I'm just
Wait, am I
going like this. I'm like, no.
Don't listen to the child.
Wait, am I trying to kill it or what?
Kill the fucking
Lure
thing.
it towards us.
Lure it. But it's at the edge of the mud.
Mm-hmm. It's running in your direction.
Oh, can I, let's see. Can I move over to it and then attack it?
Yes.
Okay. How do I, so I move here?
Yeah. Okay. Make your
All right.
attacks.
Cool.
Okay. A 12 is a hit, so you deal
Yeah.
6 piercing damage to it. Not bad at all.
How much HP does it have? Or
You
We
can't
can't
tell.
ask that question.
we don't know? Oh, okay, I didn't know.
Yeah,
Do you want to
can't
do a
ask
second
Sorry,
attack?
JP. Okay. Yes.
that. It's the one question you can't ask.
Hey, look at that. 3
Okay.
piercing damage. Not bad at all. Yeah, your swords bite into it twice, dealing damage. It's clearly pretty injured, but it's still not dead. Frecky, your turn. Are you going to go try to pickpocket it?
I don't have pickpocket.
Damn.
Or do I?
It's sleight of hand.
Oh, I should have that. Yeah, I do have that. How dangerous would that be, though?
I mean, if you spend your action trying to search through its pockets, then, it's no more dangerous than anything else. That puts you right next to it.
Yeah. Just for kicks, if I use True Sight or True Strike, do I
Mhm.
find out how much HP it has?
Yeah, I'll give you that. Totally.
I'm gonna use that to spite JP.
Okay. Yep. Absolutely.
what are you doing?
Hey, Steven, how much HP does it have?
You cast True Strike, and it gives you insight into the creature's defenses. It has 9 armor class, and it's currently got 14 hit points.
I just like typed a paragraph to Anne about how we can't ever figure that out, and then Kaitlyn's just like, "Yep."
Done.
There's the answer. All right, Poe, are you going to deal another D12 damage?
Yes, I will. Let me
All right,
just
roll it up.
D12. 12.
Damn, son. Yeah, look at that. Awesome. Gustav, your turn.
So it's dead, right?
No, it's not dead.
Oh, I thought it had 12 left.
Nope.
14. I will epically hold my action.
All right. Okay. It's
Ryan
the Ooze's turn.
intensifies.
So, let's see. Lyra, you hear this like sickening gurgle from the inside of this creature, and then it spits out this globule from its gelatinous mouth, and it flies through the air, and it's like smoking as it goes, and it lands right between Gustav and Frecky. And when it lands, it explodes into a bright flash of light. Would Gustav and Frecky both make a DC 13 dexterity save?
So just make a dex check.
Yep.
13 or higher, and you succeed.
So you'll click the little heart next to dexterity. Nice, look at that. Frecky's fine.
What about Ryan?
Sorry, I didn't realize it was me rolling the saving throw. It's under core.
Yeah. Dexterity.
Got a little heart next to dex.
Oh
Nice.
man, look at that. Y'all are fine. Okay.
Ones or
So,
20s for Ryan. Keep it
This flash of light does nothing to you, but the creature also like flails forwards with its arm tentacles, pulls itself onto you, Lyra, and then bites at you with its teeth.
Uh-oh.
Let's see. Missing you entirely. So now it's your turn, Lyra.
Okay. All right. I'm going to use my melee weapons again.
Okay. That's a hit, dealing 5 piercing damage. You cut into its belly, and like acrid slime just comes bubbling out into the water, and the creature just like rips at the seams and dissolves into the mud, dying.
Yes.
You notice there's actually a crowd of workers all gathered around. They're all wearing like rags, basically, and they're all kind of staring at you. They've all got mud caked all over their arms and all like up to their navels, basically. And like a couple of them have like a small bag at their waist that has like a couple of small gems probably in it, small stones. And they're all just looking at you, and you hear a voice from behind you say, "Well, well, and who have we here?" And that's where we should take our break.
Sounds good. All right, we'll take a break. Still got 2 hours to go here on week 20 of the West Marches. We'll be right back after this quick 3-5 minute break. We'll see you guys then.